Good morning, kindergartners. This morning, we are going to combine our morning story and our reading workshop lesson. So I'm going to read to you one of my favorite authors, or from one of my favorite authors. Those of you that are in my class, we've read a lot of bear stories. So this one is Bear's Loose Tooth. And today we're going to be talking about how readers, to make sure they're really understanding the story, think about what they've read and make a connection. It might be a connection to themselves, something that it reminds them of that's happened in their life, or it might be a connection to another book that they've read. This book might remind you of something that you've read with your family or at school, or a connection to the world, something that's going on outside our school and outside our home. So today, we're going to read Bear's Loose Tooth and talk about making connections. Bear's Loose Tooth. From a cave in the forest came a munch, 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 as Bears and his friends all nibbled on their lunch. Bear savored every bite. He gulped and he gobbled. Then there in his mouth something wiggled and it wobbled. As Bear nibbled food, something moved when he chewed. It was Bear's loose tooth. Bear pointed in his mouth and he said, "Oh dear, my tooth feels funny. It's the one right here." Bear frowned and he worried. Tears welled in his eyes. But how will I eat if my tooth says goodbye? Poor Bear, he's worried. Hare said, "Open wide." Then he looked inside and he saw Bear's loose tooth. Mouse squeaked, "Don't fret, don't fuss. Look, see, a new tooth will grow where the old used to be." "We'll help," said Wren. "I know what to do. It's out with the old and in with the new." His little friends are here saying they're going to help him, trying to make him feel better. Wren perched on Bear's lip and he got a good grip on Bear's loose tooth. Kind of hard to see, but Wren is right there in Bear's mouth, pulling on his tooth. Wren pulled on the tooth with all of his might. "Is it out?" asked Bear, but it stayed stuck tight. "I'm a bit too small for the job," said Wren, "so I'll grab the tooth," but the tooth stayed in. Badger said, "I'll try," and he gave a big pry on Bear's loose tooth. There's Badger reaching into Bear's mouth. Uh-oh, look at all those animals. They all took a turn, but the tooth wouldn't budge. Then Bear used his tongue and he gave a little nudge. His tooth wiggled to and fro. Then what do you know? Bear's tooth fell out. It's teeny tiny, so hard to see. Bear danced a big dance. Bear grinned a big grin. Bear held up his tooth and he showed all his friends. They're having a little tooth party there, aren't they? Bear looked in the mirror and he laughed at his smile. A new tooth would come, but it might take a while. That night in bed, right next to his head, lay Bear's loose tooth. While he slept and he snored, a fairy fluttered in, and she left blueberries where Bear's tooth had been. Blueberries? Is that what your tooth fairy leaves? He woke in the morning and found the sweet treat. Bear's friends came for breakfast. They sat down to eat. Bear gulped and he gobbled and he felt something wobble. Uh-oh. Bear's loose tooth. He has another loose tooth. All right, so let's talk about our text connections, friends. We said we could have a text-to-self connection, a text-to-text connection, or a text-to-world connection. So to make sure I'm really understanding the story that I just read, I'm going to make a text-to-self connection because this story reminds me a lot of when my daughter lost her first tooth. She was so excited about that wiggly tooth that she wiggled and wiggled and wiggled it so much while she was at school that it fell out there and she actually really lost it. Couldn't find it. It was somewhere at school on the playground and she couldn't find it. So this story about Bear's loose tooth reminds me of my daughter's first loose tooth. So readers, when you read, I want you to start making connections. Text to self connections, text to text connections, like another book that you might have or that you've read, or even a text to world connection. So starting today and forever and ever, I want you to start making those connections when you're done reading a story, or even in the middle of a story if it makes you think of something. Make a connection there. See you later.